back to GTU on a Thursday. And when you first become a parent, you don't get a rule book ever, right? So it's important to learn skills to help you strengthen your relationship with your children.
I wish we got one, but joining us now for more is family studies professor and parenting expert, Dr. Alyssa Van Langeveld. We love when you are here, and today's topic is rupture, repair, repeat. Is this like a conflict resolution for parents and kids?
Yes, so we're talking about this parenting super skill of repair. Repair is so important because we have these ruptures, disruptions, fights, arguments all the time. So we're just repeating the skill. Often positive parenting education makes us feel like our goal is to never yell, never lose our patience, and that's really unreasonable. And it kind of sets us up to just feel shame and hate ourselves and be really critical. So if we have this concept of we repair and we repeat, we repair and we repeat, and we just keep going. So the skill of repair is much more valuable than making sure we keep ourselves so uptight that we never lose it.
Because it's not realistic that you're never going to raise your voice ever. But the cycle, does that cause trauma though?
No, it actually teaches our children, because our children are also going to grow up in a world where they also have disruptions and arguments in all of their future relationships. So when they see us come back and repeat the repair, again, we are modeling for them what we want them to then take into their adult lives with their friendships, with their relationships, with their partners. I don't give up because we had a fight. I don't just keep escalating and retaliate because we had a fight. I come down and we reconnect.
Yeah, a big thing for me is when I go through that, if I feel like I need to apologize, I will say that, and I will say sometimes moms and parents need to say, I'm sorry too. Do you think it's important to verbalize maybe what you did wrong, and what does that repair look like?
Yes, absolutely. So in the research, what we talk about is 4 different types of ruptures. The first are called oscillating ruptures. These are the everyday ebbs and flows of connection and reconnection. Your kids go to school, there's a disconnection, they come back, and we oscillate back. So yes, we connect and we're proactive. That's a lot of together time, which I talk a lot about on here. The second type are benign ruptures. That's where we just didn't pay quite enough attention. Maybe we were on our phones and we kind of pushed our children off, but it's very benign. It's not really going to be very disruptive. So reconnect, focus and reconnect. The third is limit setting ruptures. So that's this idea of keeping the rules. And kids thrive in environments that have boundaries. So when we keep those rules, a strategy I really love to do is called 2 things can be true. It can be true that you're disappointed and we still have to go to bed. It can be true that you're frustrated. My little one today wanted to wear rain boots to school and we couldn't find them. And so it can be true that you're super disappointed, but it's also true that we don't have time to search for them this morning. And then the last one is the one we really have to practice this repair super skill with. It's a toxic rupture. What makes it toxic is that it threatens the child's sense of self, where they start to blame themselves, that I'm a bad kid, I did something wrong, my mom lost some care for me. And when we do that, it's first our job to have some compassion for ourselves. It happens to everyone. Have compassion for our child. Whatever created that rupture, they're just little ones doing the best that they can. And then there's a 3-step process to repair. The first is to recover. Calm yourself down, calm your mind, calm your body, then reconnect. You go to your child. It is your job to initiate the repair, not your child's. The third, then, is what you say to them. It's the repair. So I always recommend with parents to start with the nonverbal. So just physically be close to your child. Look them in the eye. See if you can put your hand on their shoulder. And then start talking. So in what you have to say, what you want to do is tell the story of what happened so they can start to make sense of what happened. Tell the facts and tell the feelings. I want to talk to you about what just happened downstairs. I really boiled over and lost my cool. That's the fact. That must have felt really scary for you. That must have felt really unsettling for you. Those are the feelings. Then you take accountability. I shouldn't boil over like that. Then you validate their self-worth. You don't deserve to be treated like that. I'm sorry. Can we try again?
We're all quiet here because we are learning and we're taking notes in our head. Yes. I think I'm going to record this segment and make sure it's on repeat. But how about timing? I'm sure that's key too.
Timing is key. So the first step in timing is stay disconnected as long as you need to recover yourself. Because if you come back in and you're still escalated, it's not going to work. But if you wait too long and your child has de-escalated themselves or disconnected from that fear and frustration themselves, you've missed a window of opportunity to really really help them model through, hey, you just got overwhelmed, I got overwhelmed, and we can stay connected while we work through those feelings together.
I love that you gave us permission, too, to say, okay, we can't shame, we can't internalize it, and that's hard as a mom. So we shake it off, we make it a teaching moment, we both learn, we both grow, everybody wins.
Yes. You should never expect that you will never yell at your children again, that you will never have a disruption. That is unrealistic. Every relationship has that, and we better help our children by helping them learn how to prepare those problems than just that they never existed in the first place. That's not reasonable.
I think with all of these 4 disruptions, we could spend a whole segment on. I think this is so important. Where can we find you for more info?
On 10 Minutes Together, mostly on Instagram, and I'm always doing parent coaching groups on there.
Oh, we love when you are here.
Signing up.
My goodness. Okay.